Test 1, 2, test. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to John Friedenberg Court on the beautiful campus of Mississinewa High School for tonight's one of the biggest rivals in Grant County and arguably the biggest rival in Grant County. Hello again and welcome to Mississinewa High School for tonight's contest. I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is Coach Ian Van Winkle. Coach, glad to have you back in the studio.
Yeah, I'm excited. Last time I was here, I was kind of under the weather, and it's been a couple months since I've been here. Ryan's done the heavy load since I've been out here. I think I did the Oak Hill game, and that's been it. And this is an awesome game to come to. And I'm telling you, the crowd's coming out already just for JV for this big rivalry.
Yeah, for sure. And you don't really see this big crowd in a regular JV contest.
Yeah, I mean, there's people I think everybody knows it's going to get packed. Everybody want to get here early to get a good seat to see just this. These teams should play every year, and it's awesome that it's home and away every year. It's great.
Yeah, it is, and you will hear a lot about this coming up in the Max's Barbershop pregame show about the biggest rival in Grant County, and we're starting lineups for the JV contest. Again, stick around after the JV contest. About 2 minutes after, we will start the Max's Barbershop pregame show, a 25-minute pregame show, so you will hear a lot of information and a lot of stats about both teams. We will let PA announcer Kurt McCollum finish up with the starting lineups for both teams and come back with the opening tip. This is Mississippi Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Good evening again and welcome to Friedenberg Court. The stands are getting packed and the opening tip is moments away. Our officials for tonight's JV contest, Mr. Jerry Saunders and Mr. Anthony Horton. A quick meeting at half court. Both officials know this is a rival game and it's going to get crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just about as nervous as the players because there's a lot of pressure when you got a lot of passionate, emotional fans just getting into games. It's just a typical Indiana basketball.
Right. The whistle is blown by referee Anthony Horton. The tip is up, and, well, believe it or not, it is controlled by the Giants. Giants will move from right to left. Left to right. 6 minutes and 50 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Marion will have possession. Tell you what, there is a size difference here in the JV game.
Yeah, Marion's got a lot of height. They're being very patient on offense. They're just getting warmed up and see what they see out of the Indians' defense right now.
And we have tape numbers on the jerseys tonight. Makes it a little bit easier to see. 2-point jumper for Marion is up, and it's no good. It'll be an offensive rebound. The ball is loose, and it'll be a jump ball.
Nice scrapping by Little Ulrich, getting down on the floor, not being afraid to be aggressive.
And jump ball will go to the Indians. Campbell at the point guard position, dishes it off to Ulrich. Campbell goes to Lukey. Lukey goes to Asbury. Asbury will pull the three, and it's good.
Hey, nice shot by Asbury.
Yeah, way to take the ball, not that fast, at a good pace, and pop and stop. 2-point jumper for Marion is up and no good. Tip is up, and it's good.
Looks like Marion's putting on a little bit of a press here, so the Indians are going to be ready for it.
The shot up is no, and the whistle will be blown.
So a quick takeaway by Marion. I think the Indians will be ready out of bounds next time, fighting the press. Hey, little Campbell's got some ups there.
Yeah, he does. That'll help with the tall guys down low. It'll be stepped out of bounds on the baseline, and it'll go to Mississinewa.
I thought Asbury made a mistake not really closing him off on the baseline, but Marion went too far out over the baseline. So
Campbell will go to Lukey. Lukey crosses the timeline. Asbury will pull the three again, and it rolls in and out.
Good shot by Asbury,
good
just
shot.
didn't fall.
Ball is up, and it's no good.
Nice rebound by Keegan. It's all over him.
And no call. We'll get the...
All right, Lukey. A nice take to the hoop.
Indians up 5-2 early in the first quarter in this JV contest.
You know what? It's just JV, but I guarantee you these JV boys want to show Coach Reed what they got and show Marion that they're here to play ball. So it's awesome that they're coming out really aggressive.
Yeah, it's for sure. It's good to play a JV contest against another good JV team as well.
This helps your game.
Ulrich will pass to Campbell. Campbell marches to their side. Campbell drives inside by himself. He says, I'll take it by myself.
Nice charge right up the middle.
And it's an early timeout on Marion. We'll be back in 30. 30-second timeout is brought to you by Sophie's Ice Cream, 306 West Main Street in Gas City. We'll be back in 30. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Mississinewa High School as we continue with the first quarter. Indians up top 7-2. Marion will have possession, 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play. Ball will be loose, it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Indians.
Hey, the Indians really need to take advantage of this right now. I mean, I know Marion's really athletic and fast, but I think Mississinewa can play fundamentally sound basketball and keep with them.
For sure. And it'll be an Indian turnover. Ball is up and, close to a JV dunk. And he puts the layup down and good.
Yeah, nice play by number 5.
Campbell looks. He's double teamed. He breaks it. It'll be a jump ball. And the jump ball will go to Marion. Marion will have possession. Indians still up top 7-4. I tell you what, some of these kids look like they're playing for John Calipari with the shoes they have on. Ulrich puts it up and down and good.
Nice circus shot by Ulrich.
And he will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Some people just have a knack to just throw stuff up and just have a knack for the hoop. I call it a circus shot, but I'm sure it's not for Ulrich. I'm sure he's put one of those up before in his life.
Yeah, just a few times. Ulrich's one and only is good.
The Indians JV teams is doing a real good job being aggressive and not sitting back on their heels and waiting for the game to happen.
3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Marion will have possession. Indians will force Marion to back it out.
Nice D by Ulrich.
And there will be a foul. Looks like it'll be on number 40, Keegan Williams.
Keegan was aggressive, but I think you have to in this game down underneath.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't let him. Can't give him a gift. Looks like Goolsby hit his first free throw there.
Jones will check in for Marion.
That's D'Angelo Jones. Okay, I love that. I like that first name, D'Angelo.
Ole Miss will have possession. Ulrich will go to Campbell at the top of the key, works it around into the wing to Lukey. Lukey goes back to Campbell. Campbell drives inside, takes it by himself. Shot up, no. Williams there for the offensive rebound, no.
Nice rebound. Just couldn't put it in. Keegan did a great job being aggressive. I like the fight out of the Indians today. It's been pretty good so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, for sure. You know, some people want to expect Mississinewa to be up right now.
Oh, nice play, and Ulrich got wide open.
Yeah, that's a nice play for the Indians. Kick it out to Ulrich, and he knocks it down.
I think Marion might be underestimating the Indians right now, and I think their coach is probably getting pretty frustrated because I think they're playing back on their heels a little bit. Yeah, the Indians are really pushing the game their way.
Ulrich gets inside to Lukey, and the ref says he took too many steps down I-69.
I didn't see that, but I didn't look at his feet. I thought he was, you know, had a little contact upper body, but.
Well, Jerry Saunders says it's a travel. That's why we're up here, and he's in the stripes.
Used to play slow pitch softball with Jerry Saunders. I know Jerry real well.
Marion will go for three, and it hits the top of the backboard.
Good luck for the Indians. Indians possession. I like the bright shoes of a couple of the players tonight. I got some bright purple and yellow. I like it.
Also in our varsity pregame show, we will talk about the Hoosiers' victory, an overtime victory. They knocked down their losing streak, a good win for Indiana. We'll talk a little bit about that briefly in the varsity pregame show.
Telling you what, Carson Campbell is just making stuff happen and made a nice dish inside to Ansel.
Yeah, I think once the fall season came with Marion visiting Mississinewa on Fisher Field, he says, well, I got to step it up on the basketball court, and that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I think it helps that, you know, that players play football and basketball, and they know that it's just such intense competition, and they want to show the other team what they're made of. It's great competition.
Marion will go for the jumper, and it's no good. They'll get an offensive rebound, no good, and the possession and the ball will go to the Indians. 55 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Ulrich and Campbell just really play with no intimidation at all. They're playing just like they want to play ball. They're aggressive, just like it's like any other game.
Campbell swinging around to Lukey. Lukey goes baseline, puts it up, no good.
There we go.
He will head to the line.
I would think that there was some contact there.
Yeah, nice way to take it in strong, and he is knocked in the ear.
If I get rid of my Homer glasses, I may see it differently, but I did think Lukey got hit on the head. For you Marion fans out there, I'm not going to try to be too much of a homer tonight. It's going to be a good game here. Good free throw by Lukey.
A shout out to the fans that are watching early in this JV contest. At the varsity halftime, we'll be keeping attendance on how many viewers we have. So we thank all viewers for tuning in to tonight's one and the best Grant County basketball action tonight.
During my long hiatus of not doing these games, I watched at least 6 or 7 ball games on YouTube, girls and boys, Mississinewa Indian games combined, and you know it's awesome to have that option.
Yeah, it is. It helps. You know, not only in-state people, but we have people out of state that watch.
People who have moved out and are alumnus of either school, and it's awesome they get to root on their family and friends.
14 seconds, a jumper by Marion is no good.
His hand was all over Campbell. Good aggressive defense, a little too aggressive in my taste, but Marion comes up with the steal, but to no avail.
At the end of the first quarter, Indians lead 17-6 on the State Farm Agent Dennis Road scoreboard. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball live from Gas City. Welcome back to the packed Freedom River Court. Buses are being shipped in from Main Street. It is getting crowded here early. Jay Johnson will take it out of bounds from the sideline for the Indians.
I'd be hard-pressed to say it's one of the best attended JV games probably in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, I think it sets a
awesome
record. Campbell will go back to Johnson. Johnson will go back to Campbell. And Campbell will work it.
I think the Indians need to keep doing what they've been doing. It looks like Marion stepped it up on their defense.
A lazy pass to Edwards, and as I say that, it'll be an Indian turnover.
Oh.
Marion goes.
Oh.
Nice swat from Colton Edwards.
That step looked a little long for me, but I don't know.
Looked a little bit long, but whether or not it.
Hey, we're not making the calls up here, so it's all good.
Marion will have possession, and they will turn it over, and it'll go to the Indians. Campbell will go to Johnson. Johnson will try to get down low to Edwards, and it'll be another Indian turnover.
The Indians just need to be patient, keep doing what they've been doing.
A nice way to get on the floor by Carson Campbell, and he will have the Indians with the possession.
Marion is stepping it up quite a bit, so I think if the Indians get used to the pressure, I think they'll protect the ball better and make better decisions.
A tipped out of bounds by Marion, and it'll stay with the Indians.
Matthew Goolsby returns the line for Marion.
Jay Johnson will take it out of bounds from the scores table, and he will go to Campbell.
I think his kids getting in this game are not, I mean, they're going to have to get a rude awakening. This is intense competition for JV.
Yep, it is. And this is something that, both JV teams aren't used to. Campbell is getting double teamed. He is getting fouled like crazy, and there is no call.
Yeah, Campbell stopped his dribble. They trapped and closed him out, and he just really had nowhere to go.
Marion will have possession, 5 minutes and 49 seconds to play before halftime.
Indians just keep playing stingy defense, and they can keep off Marion off the scoreboard.
Yep. Shot up is no good, but there will be a foul.
Foul's on Indian number 10, Hayden Ulrich.
And foul will go on Indian number 10. Hayden Ulrich is first and will be team second. Goolsby will be at the line shooting 2, and the first one is no good. Tell you what, fans are still piling in. Like we said moments ago, this is probably record attendance for a JV game.
Yeah, and the varsity contest will probably be really loud. I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
It is going to be a fun environment to announce in and play in and coach in.
A good drive by Johnson. Wasn't afraid to penetrate.
That was on track number 35.
Indians got to keep playing smart and keep that lead in their favor.
Ulrich will take it out of bounds from the baseline. He will lob it into Jay Johnson. Johnson will go to Campbell. Campbell will look.
Nice interior pass to Edwards.
Edwards has a nice pass. He puts it up for an easy layup. And the Indians are still up top.
Good switch by Ansel. Ansel picks up the mistake.
And a whole bunch of Indians will head to the scores table. Campbell will look. He will go to Ansel. Ansel will go back to Campbell. Campbell will go to Jay Johnson. Nice pass down low.
Marion closed out on him pretty quickly, but still nice interior pass. But Goolsby grabbed it for the rebound for the Giants.
Marion will have possession. They will pull the three. I don't know why, and it is no good. Johnson will be at the point guard position. A big advantage. Nice pass down low, dishes it off.
Doing a great job
Edwards.
seeing the interior guy drive. It's a great job by the Indians right now.
And there will be a timeout, and everyone is fired up. We'll come back with the players ahead to the scores table after this 60-second timeout.
Entering lineup for the Indians, Keegan Williams, Lucas Asbury, Bryce Lukey, and Bree Young.
Welcome back to Mississinewa High School as we continue with the second quarter on John Friedenberg Court. Marion will have possession. Lucas Asbury, Keegan Williams, Bryce Lukey, and Cree Young will check in for the Indians.
Yeah, we'll see what Marion's got with 4 minutes to go. I'm sure they're wanting to close this lead down.
Yeah, I mean, they're not in doubles either right now.
Yeah,
so
they're probably look a little frustrated at this point. And they Marion has a lot of tradition, and I'm sure they feel the pressure of that.
Yeah, no, like you were just saying, a real good stat, a very awesome stat. The series led from years past, and you'll hear that in the pregame show coming up after this JV game. Again, stick around for the Max's Barbershop pregame show as we will break down the 25-minute pregame for both team stats and all of both teams.
The Indian JV boys thought they had the possession, but it must have bounced off an Indian. Goolsby in the bright pink or orange shoes.
I can't tell.
I do like the purple shoes of Kevion Jackson.
The John Calipari shoes.
Marion finally gets one to go after several attempts. Too bad an Indian couldn't get a hold of one, but they struggled to get the rebound on that.
And it'll be an over and back, and the ball will head the other way.
St. Margaret, Burnett. Returns to line for Burnett.
Shout out to Principal Steve Quater. He's getting a little rope action in tonight, bringing out the ropes. Shout out to all the Mississinewa administration that makes TribeTV possible, all the TribeTV crew that is here tonight, and again, and as always, Mr. Brooks Holloway for all the great things he does for TribeTV.
It looks like Quad's trying to get some people to do some double dutch. Jump rope back
yeah,
there.
maybe some little jump rope action. Tell you what, he was excited when the Patriots won.
No, I did not know he was a Patriot fan.
Yeah, well, I didn't either, and I gave him a hard time about it.
Wow.
He came to school with a Tom Brady jersey on, and I don't think people let him down on that all day.
Man, he's from northern Indiana. I'm not sure where he gets the affiliation, but I guess, you know.
And he's a Michigan fan.
Okay. Ooh.
That's not much better. There will be a
foul on Marion. I really felt Marion played pretty good defense on that, but Ulrich got the call. I can see the frustration. It was a close call, but when you're playing press defense and traps, you're going to have a lot of contact. Nice catch by Keegan. That was a hard pass.
Bree Young in the corner for 3, and it's nothing but the nylon.
The AD side. I love it. Bree Young with a rebound off the miss. Ooh, nice pass to Lukey. Closed out by Marion down under.
Nice. Oh.
I was going to say smart play by Marion to hold up, but they went in anyway. I thought they were going to hold up and play some offense.
Yeah, nice play for Marion.
Sean Taylor returns the lineup in China.
Marion will have possession. It'll be ripped away, and they will regain. A 2-point jumper, and it's no good. And it'll be a rebound, Keegan Williams, and there'll be a foul.
Nice rebound by Keegan.
I tell you what, this is the most exciting person I've seen, Coach Connor Cunningham. He is all fired up.
I used to coach Coach Cunningham in 6th grade basketball against the Tipton Blue Devils, and that was a interesting game right there.
And you remember everything,
They
don't
were
you?
loaded. Tipton was loaded. They had a guy who went to IU. I can't think of his name, but he's on the coaching staff right now, and I can't think of his name from Tipton. I cannot believe I forgot that name, but we played him well for a stacked team.
Carson Campbell will head to the scorers table for the Indians. And he will give Cree Young a break. 24-10. Indians lead 143 before halftime.
Yeah, Derek Elston, IU player, played for Tipton. Connor Cunningham's age there.
And you're
think of
brains
it.
are turning.
Yeah, it's like, well, who is that guy? Didn't have a stellar career at IU, but it was okay.
Giants will have possession. They will work it around.
Good hands by the Indians. They got the ball. Yep. They got their hand on the ball a couple times. Couldn't pull it away, but telling you what, I don't think Marion expected all this pesky defense.
Nice way to have good court awareness for the Indians. Asbury for 3.
No good.
I tell you what, if he hit that 3, the fans were going to jump out of their seat.
Going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
A shot up by Marion will be good, and they'll head to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Goolsby will head to the line. Jay Johnson will return for the Indians. Free throw up, and it's no good.
Misses, but Marion picked up the rebound. No good on the putback.
And the up and again, no, and it'll be, the ball will stay with Marion. And there will be a timeout.
Hey, nice 12-point lead by the Indians.
Yeah, 1:11 to play before halftime, 30-second timeout. Indians will be back in 30. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Twin City Auto Body, 1427 East Main Street in Gas City. We'll be back in 60. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the second quarter. Indians up top 24-12.
Hey, good defense out of bounds for the Indians there.
And a 3 underway by Marion is no good. I wouldn't call it the smartest play. They did it, you know, wouldn't say it looked intentional, but, I mean, it was a pretty hard way to get it. I mean, aim for the feet if you do anything.
Yeah. A lot of times there's some bad spots kids get hit by on those out-of-bounds plays. Or those out-of-bounds balls.
Yeah, you will get that a lot in a rifle game. I mean, you see it everywhere. A nice pass inside by Marion. They will lose control.
Smart move by the Indians. They knew it was out on Marion. They let it go. They didn't try to grab it and make something happen. They played smart and get the ball back on the turnover. Hey, we got 45 seconds left. Let's see what the Indians can come up with to close it out. Kick by Marion. Might help Indians slow some things down and get some better looks.
Bryce Lukey will take it out of bounds from the sideline. He will go to Campbell. Williams in the corner for 3, and it's no good. And it'll be an Indian turnover.
There we go. We got another chance for the Indians to put another score on the board before half.
And it'll be an Indian turnover. Shot up. Good.
You know, just a little bit of size advantage.
Yeah.
Campbell's really fast, but big size advantage for Marion.
9 seconds. Campbell, nice pass inside Edwards. He loses control, and it'll go to Marion.
Unfortunately, it bounced off him, and Edwards couldn't hold on to it.
A 3 underway for Marion, and it is good. And they will head to the line.
Yeah, Goolsby towed the line, and he put it in with the foul. Well.
Not the way the Indians wanted to end for halftime.
Right here, the Indians can't lose heart. They still got another half to play, and they played well.
At the half, Indians 24, Giants 18. We'll be back after the halftime break. This is Mississippi Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Starting second half for Marion, St. Martin Cadet, Amy Jackson, Jake McCarthy, Keyshawn Taylor, and Matthew Woolsey. For Mississinewa, King Ulrich, Carson Campbell, Dean Williams, Bryce Lukey, and Lucas Asbury.
Welcome back to Mississinewa High School for the second half of the JV contest. Again, I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is Coach Ian Van Winkle. We'll have the call of the game for you for the rest of the JV contest and the varsity contest. The Indians will have a nice
play. Way to take control after the change of possession, and the Indians score quick. So that's going to bode well for them the second half, I hope.
Marion will have possession. Nice look inside.
I don't think the Indians defenders were ready for that.
That's what
dump into the inside.
That's what really Marion was wanting to do from the start of the game.
Yeah, and really we kept them away from the paint.
Yep.
Marion's playing really. Their hands are in there a lot. It's going to be difficult for them not to get called on that as the game goes. I don't know if the refs are going to just keep going with the way they've been calling it.
Ulrich takes it up by himself. No, Asbury tries to rebound. It'll be an offensive rebound. Keegan Williams for three. And yes,
that
sir.
Is a huge three for the Indians.
29-20.
We'll see what the Indians are going to do, playing good defense and turnover by Marion. Indians ball again, so.
A big turnover by Marion. That's exactly what the Indians wanted, to get them back on, or to keep them really back on top in a decent lead.
I think you got to keep Campbell and Ulrich running the show here, and see what the Indians can come up with.
Marion will have it wide open, and they put it down.
He's lucky that fell, but it went in.
Yep. For sure, and the Indians will have possession. They will move to their side. Campbell will look, go to Lukey. Lukey drives in, takes it by himself. Floater up, no.
Call charge on Lukey. Good drive, but I think the defender was in possession, so unfortunately.
Tell you what, the fans are piling in quick.
Yeah, the lower section's full. The upper sections, at least this side, is over half full, and the Indian side looks like at least half full.
The Indians will have it wide open, and the ball will go out of bounds, and there will be a foul.
I think that just barely hit a Marion Giant, so luckily
no
for the
foul.
Indians, get the ball back. Yeah, I think it was just out of bounds.
Okay. Williams will pull the three in the corner. He says, well, just keep on hitting.
Baby!
He is the Luke Brown for the JV team.
He is on fire. Marion's playing that in and out game. Paid off this time for him.
3-point basket, Jake McCarthy.
4 minutes.
A lot of contact, and they're just not really calling it.
Lukey puts it up, and it's well good.
Good pickup by Lukey. And they maintain a decent lead of 9 points.
I tell you what, if the Indians come up top here at the end of the game, that'll give our varsity team momentum and says, well, our JV team won, we got to step it up.
Yeah, I mean, they want to show the JV what they've got. The JV is probably proud to give the varsity a lead.
Lukey will pull the 3, and it is no good. And it'll be an offensive rebound.
There,
he puts, no.
But hey, I'll take that. Lukey made the rebound bucket.
And there will be a foul.
Really proud of the JV Indians. They look like they have a lot of poise. This looks like a normal ball game for them where they want to compete.
And Purple Shoes will be at the line shooting 2.
I think that's Kavion Jackson. I do like the bright purple shoes. I enjoy that. I don't think I could pull it off, but I think it works for him.
You don't think you can coach in those?
No. I don't even think I could play hoop in them. I'd feel different, but I've never worn a lot of purple in my life. I love red and white.
Williams will bring down the board. He will go to Campbell. Campbell will slow it down. Takes it in, and he will
It's
travel.
too bad because Campbell slipped on something on the floor, and I don't really think he would normally do that. The floor wasn't slick, so. I'd like somebody to get out there and clean the floor off, but I don't know if it was a slick spot or not, but it sure looked like that to me.
Little college basketball action. Bring the wipers out.
Yeah.
Dakota Ansel will head to the scores table for the Indians. As we say that, Marion will pull the 3. And
we got the little guys under trying to get a rebound. Good call by Jerry Saunders. 15 was out of bounds. It gets Keontae Smith, if these numbers are right. Marion's still playing ultra aggressive on defense. Hopefully, if the Indians can take advantage and get in the bonus, they can hit these free throws.
2 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the third quarter.
And really, Campbell's doing a good job being the quarterback of the offense, and him and Ulrich are doing a great job running things. And this group they've got out right now have been pretty strong the whole game. I think Ansel's in for Keegan now, Williams, but that group's been pretty tough.
Lukey in the corner will go back to Ulrich. Ulrich will look, drive inside, dishes it off to Ansel. Ansel will finish it.
Hey, nice take by Ansel from a good pass from Ulrich.
Pull the 3 for Marion, and it is good.
When he drove inside, it kind of took away a lot of the defenders and just kept the guy open on the outside.
McCarthy will nail the 3, and it's an 8-point ball game. Indians lead.
I think he's had 2 this half.
Lukey will go to the ground, and it'll be an Indian turnover.
Nice hands by the Indians, but Kavion still finds a way to put it in the basket. I think somebody needs to get out there and clean that part of the floor off. I've seen 2 people slide on that right block on the Indian side of the court. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to start a conspiracy theory, but I've seen 2 people fall right there. I don't know. I don't know what everybody else is seeing, but I'm seeing it.
I see the exact same thing as you do. And
Indians got real lucky there. Lukey tries to press the issue on getting it down the court, and it goes out on a Marion giant hand.
Ulrich will cross over. He will lose control.
Watch those hands, refs. Let's watch the hands. Hey, 7-point lead, Ryan.
7-point lead, yep. We will be back after this 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout is brought to you by Mike Anderson, 119 East Main Street in Gas City. You are watching Mississippi Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Well, welcome back to Friedenberg Court as we continue with the third quarter. Both athletic directors from both teams are talking, and that is a good way to show sportsmanship. You usually see it in athletes themselves, but nice way to have administrators from both schools talking it out. And, well, they're probably doing a little arguing as well, a little trash talk.
Yeah. Oh, McCarthy again, guys. That's 3 threes.
Yep.
We got to get a hand in the face, the Indians, and he's had 9 points of Marion's offense this half.
The ball will be loose, goes out of bounds, and it'll...
Fortunate turnover for the Indians, not at a real good time.
Okay, the way that Marion's coach was reacting, I thought they called it out of bounds on Marion. It wasn't, but
if that's all you saw and didn't hear us, you would think it. You know, he thought it was Indians' ball.
Yeah, it was for sure Marion's ball. Marion puts it up, and it stays up top, and it's no good. And Dakota Ansel will bring down the board.
Ansel gets a big. They got to call something here. I think it's way too much contact.
A lot of contact here. Marion will put it up, and it's down and good. It's a 1-point ball game.
Okay, Marion has stormed back this quarter.
For sure.
But the Indians can get back in it. I think you got to hit the hot hand of Keegan Williams. Bad pass by Campbell. But, fortunately, back to Ansel.
I tell you what, Dakota Ansel's all over the floor.
Yes, Dakota Ansel. Big take. That's a big bucket for them.
And the Indians coaches are off the bench, excited for the Indians. Ball is loose. It'll be a jump ball.
Nice aggressiveness by Ulrich. Good fight in him. As a coach, you got to love that.
The possession will go to the Indians.
Hey, if the Indians could get a nice catch and shoot, put another bucket in, that would be huge for them.
35-4.
It's a 3-point ball game, 1.3 seconds to play before the start of the fourth quarter.
And Marion's not going to make it easy, so the Indians got to make a clean break and shot.
A hard pass to Asbury. Asbury will pull the three, and it is no good. At the end of the third quarter, Indians lead 40-37.
Hey, good effort.
We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back to Friedenberg Court as the stands are starting to fill up quick. We've said that all night long, but I tell you, every time I look up in the stands, it's getting fuller and fuller.
Yeah, and we got these people filing in thinking they're not going to care about the JV game. They're going to get into this. We got a quarter of hot action left to play. It's going to be down to the wire, I feel like,
yep.
Ryan.
It is.
See Elijah Bounds there underneath the Indians' basket. Wish we could get him suited up today.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
It'd be nice to have him back.
Yes, it would.
Considering he had 4 years, he's ineligible for high school basketball.
Just 1 year. It'll be a jump ball possession. Ole Miss. Jay Johnson will go to Ulrich. Ulrich will go to Johnson. Johnson will be at the point guard position and will be tipped out of bounds by Marion. And it'll go to Mississinewa.
Looks like the great Brody Burbank, former Mississinewa great basketball player, just entered the building. He's another administrative staff member.
Did he pay you to say that?
No, I mean, I don't know. From what I've seen, I think he was decent.
Former Wildcat Julius Mays in the house.
Yes. I got to talk to him a little bit last time I was here for the broadcast, and good guy. It's really amazing. People barely make one D1 school. He played for 3.
Yep.
Maybe 4. No, it was 3, I think.
3, yeah.
Kentucky, NC State, and can't think of the other D1 school.
Yeah, NC State, Kentucky. Now we both
Wright
can't
State?
remember. Is it?
I can't remember. He told me, but I knew it was Kentucky and NC State.
A shot up by Marion is no good, but there'll be a foul on the floor. And he took that down hard.
Goolsby getting back to the line. I'm not sure how many free throws he's knocked down. I mean, he's missed a few, but hasn't been deadly from the stripe. And I just did the announcer jinx. He just nailed that. All net. And I'm not going to say that again. Goolsby just nailed 2 like he's been doing it all his life. Okay, the Indians got to get across the timeline and show up Marion what they have.
Ulrich, 2-point jumper at the free throw line, and it's no good. And it'll be a rebound. Marion.
Hey, Indians up by 3. We got 5.5 to play. Now we got a charge.
Yep.
That's a good call.
It is, yep.
And way to stand your ground. I think it was Edwards. Did Edwards pick that up? Okay.
Nice way to, keep your feet set and take it. Bryce Lukey returns for the Indians. Jay Johnson will pass it to Ulrich. Ulrich will go to Edwards. Edwards thinks about 2-point jumper. No, kicks it out to Johnson. Goes to Ulrich. Goes to Williams. Williams will look inside.
Oh, nice
Edwards.
interior pass by Williams. And Colton Edwards, he's loving this.
Yeah. He's like, hey, it's a rival game. Let me have
That's
it.
awesome. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Nice Jackson or Johnson to Lukey.
Nice.
Good.
A nice court awareness by the Indians, taking it slow, and the Indians are still up top. We'll be back in 60. The 60-second timeout is brought to you by Turning Over a New Leaf Flowers and Gifts, 313 West Main Street in Gas City. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Hey, get ready for a good one here. You got 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go.
It was a great play right before the timeout. Johnson got away from the defense, and it was a great play. Nice pass.
And the clock is ticking.
Okay, Marion's being patient. They're looking, probably looking for McCarthy. He's had three threes this half. Looks like he has a couple people off the bench coming here. McCarthy, nope, couldn't get his 4th. Ooh, Johnson couldn't see Ulrich.
Johnson takes it by himself.
Johnson, he looked really, really intimidated when he first came in the ball game, but he looks like he's got his groove now. He looks like he's ready to play ball. Nice hands by Colton Edwards. Okay, and let's see if Mississinewa can be patient.
Foul.
Hey, we got a lot of ball game left. Marion looks like it's a minute left here. They're playing some, like it's down to the wire here, but they got a lot of time.
They do.
They could pick up a couple turnovers and make it a ball game.
I tell you what, it is surprising you do not see Jimmy B in the house. He
must have an IW
game. Yep.
Yeah, he must have a basketball game out of town because I think he would try to do this ball game.
Does IW play at home?
I'm not real sure. I'm not sure what their schedule is like tonight. I know they have a lot of games, and JB does a lot of them. I think he does most of them, or all of them, if he can.
Yeah, well, we will check that out during the halftime break, give you an update on IW. And I think maybe Taylor's in action tonight as well.
Now, I know Moritz is Marion's AD, but is he doing the game?
IW game?
Well,
I would assume not. Yeah.
Moritz doing this game. Because he's here. He's not.
No.
Does he do a lot of basketball? He doesn't do a ton, but he does some, right?
He does football, you know.
I know his football's his favorite.
With the little Notre Dame.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Colton Edwards is just battling. Made a decent shot, didn't fall.
No, it's on the radio station. Andy McCord, and I can't tell who else is down there.
Off an Indian barely, but it looked like a Marion turnover, but it was off Jay Johnson's hand.
Carson Campbell will return for the Indians. Marion tries to get inside. They have to kick it out. 2-point jumper up. No. Gets their own rebound up. No.
Nice effort by.
No, and there's a travel. Yes, good
Kane
call.
Richardson, but it didn't fall, and the Indians get the ball back.
Good call by Anthony Horton. Johnson goes to Ulrich. Ulrich will cross the timeline. Goes to Johnson. Johnson will bounce past to Lukey. Lukey loses control. And
Indians are lucky still possession. A couple passes that look like they could have been turnovers.
Campbell goes to Williams. Lukey jumper, no.
Another, Ryan, I'm telling you, down on that block, Keegan Williams turned his ankle a little bit. I don't know what's down there, but I think it needs to be wiped up.
Yeah, that first and second block is slippery.
If I could use my mental telepathy to tell Chance Young to get somebody down there to clean that up, I would. I don't believe in mental telepathy, so it's not going to work.
Bryce Lukey will be for 2 shots. The second one is no good, and Marion will head to their side.
The Indians got to just play like they have the whole game, play tough defense.
Johnson will bring down the board. He's got hops.
Lukey was charging down the court and was wide open, but Jay Johnson's a little shorter guard. He couldn't really see him.
Lukey kicks it out to Campbell. Campbell drives inside, takes it by himself. No.
Kind of surprised he did that against some taller players, but he's athletic.
Yeah,
now Jay Johnson, scrappy to Lukey. Pinned against the rim and backboard. That was an awesome play.
Yeah.
Just couldn't finish. Tell you what, Jay Johnson's had a heck of a second half. I'm really proud of him. The first half, he kind of looked a little tentative, a little intimidated, but he sure doesn't look like it now. I think he's ready to play ball.
Yeah, you saw this in the first half, but really the second half is court awareness from the Indians.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's really helped out. I think it's picked up the Indians. There you go. Jay Johnson back with the ball. Marion missed it. A little too much hands going on there for the purple and gold. Back into Williams.
And it could be out of bounds on Marion. Just saved.
Keegan would have stayed at home.
Yep.
Keegan stayed at home on defense on that baseline and just made him make a mistake. The Marion Goolsby, I think it was.
Yep.
Ref's got to watch the hands there.
A foul. Yes, it is.
Hey, the ref gave it right to him. He showed him exactly.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome.
That's a good official to tell you what you actually did wrong.
Yeah, confident, tells you right then and there, doesn't hesitate.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know what that's called, but it's a pretty good shimmy shake.
1:50 to play in the fourth and final quarter here on Friedenberg Court.
Okay, nice passing by the Indians. They look really confident. They know what they're doing. They've been here before, and they're acting like it. They're not intimidated, and they're drawing fouls. Playing smart basketball.
Another foul in a 1 minute span for Marion.
Yeah, hey, just put us to the point where then we eventually get on the line and hit these free throws and it's ball game if they can keep it up.
And it'll be out of bounds on Marion.
Oh, nice pass to Ulrich from
nice way to kick it out to
sideline.
Lukey. Nice way.
Yeah, and they're playing smart. They're going to pull it out, make Marion be aggressive, and get the foul call. I think there should be a foul by now, but
Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is.
And I think the Indians done a good job putting themselves in the position to force Marion to do that, and it's just putting the Indians at an advantage.
Yes. Shout out to one of your buddies, Mr. Jeff Price, in the house.
Yeah, I didn't know Price came in. Where's he at? Yeah, he is on the corner.
Yeah. Well, we hate to say he coaches for Madison Grant, but
yeah. But I tell you what, he was a heck of a basketball player in high school. Used to play with the Fort Wayne Furies practice. He used to practice against them up in Fort Wayne when he taught and coached up there. He was that good. They invited him to practice against them to get them ready for games.
1:05 left to play, and I think that was a 2-point jumper. And yes, it was.
Kane Richardson dropped it, number 5. Nice call by the referee. Yep. Keegan stopped.
I tell you what, his hand is going to get froze up there. Yeah. I mean, there is fouls one after another.
Yep. Chris Butchie's even in the house, the former Grant County corner that took over for Stephen for a while, and then he's back to normal patrol work now. We're name dropping tonight, guys. Anybody famous people we see in the stands? We should look at the Marion stands. There's always some famous basketball players from Marion. We need to peel the audience and see what we can see.
Maybe we'll get our scouting report on them too.
Yeah. And really, I've been really impressed, Ryan. I really thought the Indians have trouble winning tonight, the JV ball game, and they're playing really well. I've been really pleased with their preparation. They're ready to play ball.
They are, and like we talked about earlier, they're showing the varsity team that they need to put up a fight too.
Yeah. Now
a nice way by Keegan William to pull down the board.
Goolsby with the rebound bucket. Marion's still fighting. It's an 8-point lead by the Indians. 51-43 with 39 to play.
Full timeout, Marion. Full timeout is brought to you by Cafe Valley. 3701 South Adams Street in Marion. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississippi Indians basketball, live from Gas City. Welcome back to Mississinewa High School. 39 seconds to play in the fourth and final quarter.
The Indians are just going to have to play controlled because the Giants are going to try to foul. And there's another turnover and another shot in by Goolsby and a chance for a three-point play. And they only burn off 10 seconds. So I'm sure Coach Cunningham's going to say, hey, guys, we can't do this. They could, Marion could slice 29 seconds down and create a situation to put a lot of pressure on the Indians if they don't make a nice pass and break this press.
Again, don't forget, 5 minutes after The JV contest is when the Max's Barbershop pregame show will tip off.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep.
Indians got real lucky.
Yep.
Good call by the official.
Yeah. Nice.
If you're a fan and you're not close to the court, it could look like Marion turned it over, but they were over the baseline.
I tell you
what. Good call. The Indians got to figure out a way to break this press.
I tell you what, both officials tonight have been fair on both sides.
Yeah,
they have. They've done a great game.
And, hey, that's what the Indians need to do, get the ball down the court, make Marion foul, and get the home white to the line. Cree Young, the AD's son's getting ready to hit the stripe.
Dribbles, released, and it's no good. And it'll be a rebound, Marion.
And make it hard on them, Indians. McCarthy, they're wanting to get it to him, but the mighty Mike Campbell.
Yep.
Oh, Luke. Okay. All right. Smart play. Oh, boy.
I tell you what, I try not to laugh. I try not to laugh.
Indians victory, JV!
Indians take
That's a huge win
in one of the biggest rivalries in Grant County.
I have never yelled this much in a JV contest, Ryan.
Indians win 53-46. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the Max's Barbershop pregame show. And the Indians say it's rival time, and they make their way to Friedenberg Court for the first time.
It's the biggest rival in Grant County. Head coach James Reed of the Mississinewa Indians will welcome head coach James Blackman and the Marion Giants to John Friedenberg Court. Tune in 2 minutes as the Max's Barbershop pregame show will tip off. Let's head up to the Tribe Sports booth with the broadcast crew live from Gas City.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to John Friedenberg Court, home of the Mississinewa Indians. I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is Coach Ian Van Winkle. We will have the call of the game for you today, and we are going to step aside for 30 seconds, the final prep for the Max's Barbershop pregame show. Welcome to the Max's Barbershop pregame show, and the pregame show tips off now. We're taking a look at first is team leaders for both teams. Let's start off with the visiting team, the Marion Giants.
It looks like, Ryan, 31.1 points a game for Jalen Blackman, the coach's son. You can't really do wrong with that stat.
Yeah, you can't.
Karan Howard Clement with 6.6 rebounds a game, and Jalen Blackman with the assists per game at 3.4. Jalen Blackman steals per game, 1.6, and Karan Howard Clement with 2.8 blocks.
Yeah, Marion comes in strong on all sides of the court. For Mississinewa, they are led by number 21, Tay McClung, with 15 points. Boards per game is led by number 21, Tay McClung, with 6. Assists per game is led by number 24, Anthony Horton, with 4. Steals per game is led by number 21, Anthony Horton, with 2. And blocks per game is led by number 22, Landon Swanner, with 0.8. Team stat comparisons for both teams. Let's start off with the visiting, the Marion Giants.
I'm a little surprised at this stat, but Marion's only had 62.3 points per game. Rebounds, 24.3. Assists, 9.5. Steals, 6.5. And blocks per game, 3.3.
Yeah, and for Mississinewa, 62 points per game. Same as Marion. Rebounds per game is 25. Assists per game is 16. Steals per game for Mississinewa is 10, and blocks per game for Mississinewa is 2. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with team stat averages for both teams. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Mississinewa Needs Basketball pregame show on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to the Max's Barbershop pregame show. Let's take a look at team scoring averages for both teams. Let's take a look at the visiting team, the Marion Giants.
It looks like Marion, has a little tough time getting started at the beginning, but it looks like they tuned it up a little bit in the second half. 18 points per quarter in the fourth. So
Yeah, these are the predicting scores from MaxPreps.com. Again, Marion is predicted to win this game 67 over Mississinewa 61. That score is a close game no matter what.
If the defense is going to be it plays pretty stingy, I could see it being in the 60s. But if the teams go up the floor and score like I've seen both teams do, it could be in the 80s.
Yeah, and we are going to take a look at some of the highlighted and underlined things we have here. We'll change things up and take a look at Mississinewa first. They are in Class 3A, and they are ranked 31 in their class, 121 in Indiana, and nationally 4,903. Overall, they come in tonight's matchup 10-6, 4-1 in the Central Indiana Conference, and they're 5-1 at home. Away, they're 4-5, and win percentage is .625.
It's pretty similar for Marion, 10-5 overall, 5-2 in conference, 7-2 at home, and 3-2 away, with a .667 winning percentage, not much different than the Indians, and a 700% winning percentage.
Yeah, it's not that different of their they're ranked 11th in their class, 49th in Indiana, and nationally they're ranked 2,031. So we look at these stats and it comes in pretty close.
Yeah, and I think both teams are going to come out and play really hard for these fans. There's a lot of people come out and expecting a real tough game, and there's a lot of people here to represent each school.
Yeah, for sure. We are going to take another 60-second break and come back with some recent history and goes back from years past. This is Mississinewa Indians Basketball pregame show presented by Max's Barbershop. Welcome back to the Max's Barbershop pregame show, and we take a look at team histories for both teams. Since the 1993-1994 season, Marion leads Mississinewa 18-1, and their win was a turning win, and that would have been a sectional win. The one win was in 2009 and 2010 under Mr. and Coach Chance Young. Team went 20-2 that season. There is some no plays in recent history and past history. No plays in 2001 and the 2002 season, the 2002 and 2003 season, the 1997 and 98 season, the 1996 and 97 season, the 95 and 96 season, and the 94 and 95. 6 games total with no play. Last year, Ole Miss traveled to Marion on Bill Green Arena, and they lost 49-82.
Well, it's too bad they haven't played over those years, but I'm glad they're in the same class or in the same sectional. I think it really brings a really good group of fans. Marion Mississinewa fans will travel if they have to, but it's too bad we don't have a local sectional because we'd pack the house. But it's awesome that we have such a big rivalry in our sectional because I'm telling you, we follow basketball in this county, and we will, Marion and Mississinewa both represent, and should be an awesome sectional. I know we're not at sectional time, but we're going to get there. It's getting close. It's February. It's time. It's crunch time.
Yeah, for sure. You will hear a lot of talk in a few minutes about the Belmont sectional, but we are going to take a look at recent scheduling and head coaches for both teams. I'm going to start off with Mississinewa. Their first 3 games of the season was at Huntington North on November 24th, and they lost by 6, 50-56. November 27th at Norwell, that was 3A, and they lost by 6 again, 55-61. And their recent game was on February 2nd at Delta 3A, and they lost 34-51. I had a chance to talk with head coach James Reed about that game, and he said, well, the first part of the game we stuck with them. We, just fell apart.
Delta's loaded. Delta was, I think, 8. I don't know. They only had 1 loss. Delta's tough.
Yeah, and Mississinewa again comes in 4-1 in the conference, sectional 23 in Class 3A, and they're coached by first-year head coach in his career, Mr. James Reed. 10-6 again in his first year, and we will take a look at Marion.
James Blackman's had a pretty good record over the years. He had a really strong Lures team up in Fort Wayne, and had some pretty good Giants team over the years for a 96 to wins and to 7 losses, and has had a pretty good record overall for 15 years. They won at Fort Wayne North at the beginning of the season, 77-53, and they had some players hurt because of the football playoffs, and really they didn't have a strong group as they do now. So they're playing pretty much full force right now. So we're playing a pretty hard to beat Marion Giants tonight. They lost in Lawrence North by quite a bit, and that was at home.
Yep.
And Muncie Central's got a really good team in the 4A class.
Yes.
And Marion, I think if I'm not mistaken, won on the last second shot.
Yes.
I think by Blackman, if I'm not mistaken. And the North Central Conference is pretty tough. Logansport is really good, and Marion beat them almost by 20.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to take 2 minutes and talk about the Belmont sectional. Norwell, Heritage, Marion, Belmont, Fort Wayne Lures, and Mississinewa. Again, the Belmont sectional, another sectional that is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And, doesn't matter if Norwell's playing Fort Wayne Lures, no matter who's playing who, it's a tough matchup for both teams.
Yeah, Heritage is 5-0 in the class and 13-2 overall. There's really no jokes. Lures is probably the weakest one I see in the sectional.
Yeah, and we are going to take these final 5 minutes and talk about keys to victory for both teams. A lot of people know this is my favorite talk, keys to victory. If you have some, to throw in for Mississinewa, you have to put in the press. That is a dominant press. Get Blackman stopped. There's multiple ways you can stop him, either at the free throw line, or not the free throw line, at the arc or half court. Play your good defense or offense. Once the Indian offense is going, it's going. Get Swanner going from downtown. Use the big men. Get down low. Hit free throws saves ball games. Finish shots and keep Blackman under 30. Again, like you just said, he's averaging mid-threes a game.
Yeah. For
Marion, you have to stop the press, starting 5 in double figures. They have done that. Get Jalen Blackman going. He's a powerhouse player. You get him going, like we said just a few minutes ago. 30 points is big for them. Stop Landon Swanner from downtown. Stop Ole Miss down low, and hit free throws again. Free throw saves ball games.
Yeah, that's that. Hopefully both teams can check mark that list. It'll be a tight ball game.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to take a 4-minute break and come back with the national anthem and the starting lineups for Public Address announcer Kurt McCollum. Welcome back. We are going to give you the officials and the stripe stats for tonight's matchup for the varsity contest. Nathan Meschberger, Bradley Warner, and Matthew Trexler. Bradley Warner is coming in on his 19th tournament game, and 5 of those are regionals. And Matthew Trexler is coming in 6 sectional games total in his officiating career, and that were all sectional games. Again, the JV team came up with the win 53-46. The Indians have made their floor, and they will head to the bench, and the Indian fans are all fired up. Again, we are going to turn it down to public address announcer Kurt McComb with the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, basketball fans. Mississinewa Principal Steve Water, Assistant Principals Amy Resch and Chad Cruz, and Athletic Director Chen Chung would like to welcome you to Freeburg Court Mississinewa High School for tonight's varsity boys basketball game between the visiting Marion Giants and your Mississinewa Indians. Before we get started, I have a couple announcements I'd like to make. Tonight, we'd like to recognize Marion High School graduate and Mississinewa athletic trainer, Julie Beekman-Wilmer. This past weekend, Julie was inducted into the Indiana Tennis Hall of Fame. She also told me that her dad, Bill Beekman, longtime coach for the Marion Giants tennis program, are the only father-daughter inductees into this Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Also this week, Grant County said goodbye to a longtime friend and supporter of athletics at every level here in Grant County. Ken Hill was a friend to many and a true advocate for student athletes in our area. Ken's commitment to recognize the accomplishments of Grant County teams and individuals will be missed. Before we begin tonight, we'd like to honor Ken with a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, the Mississinewa Community marching band will honor America with the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Mrs. Andrea Van Hoff. Sportsmanship is a top priority at CIC and Mississinewa High School. Your admission to this athletic event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the student athletes. Please give these athletes your encouragement and support. Efforts to applaud the talents of all participants is greatly appreciated. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials, coaches, or athletes is unsportsmanlike and unacceptable. This time, I'd like to introduce you to the starting lineup for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Marion Giants. Starting at one guard, 6'2" sophomore number 1, Jalen Blackman. At another guard, 6'3" freshman number 11, Rasheed Jones. Third guard position, 5'8", junior number 15, J.K. Thomas. At one forward, 6'6" senior number 3, Farron Howard. And at the other forward, 6'2" senior number 10, Dre Aguilar. The Giants are coached by James Blackman and his assistants Steve Turner and Nate McNeely. Starting lineup with your Mississinewa Indians. Starting at one guard, 6'2" sophomore, number 22, Landon Snyder. At another guard, 6' junior number 24, Anthony Horton. Third guard position, 5'9" senior number 33, Heisman Ski. This is tonight's game. David Esper, Michael Warner, and Matthew Trexler.
Welcome to Mississinewa High School for tonight's contest on Freedom River Court. I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is Coach Ian Van Winkle. We'll be on the mic for you tonight. And, well, it's starting off a little different.
Oh. You got free throws coming from Sizemore. Must be a technical on Marion.
Yep.
He's on the bench, or I couldn't really I didn't even pick that up.
I tell you what, if it's a technical already on Marion or either side, you know, it's going to be a long night.
Hey, we got a huge crowd here tonight. I'm telling you, we got people actually standing in front of our booth. Actually, yeah. It's crazy. There's a lot of people here, and even if you didn't hear us talk, I mean, you'd be excited just seeing the crowd and watching the game.
I tell you what, Indians are up top early.
Indians are up 4-0 with 8 to play in the first quarter without time. That's the first time I've seen that. I know it's happened. It's the first time I've seen that in my life. It's 4-0 with no time off the clock.
And the ball will be inbound from the sideline. And it'll be a turnover on Mississinewa, and I can't see.
Yeah, we're having a little trouble with visibility here with people standing. All right, looks like Marion being patient on offense, trying to work it.
And Jalen Blackman will pull the three. And
didn't hesitate. J.K. Thomas does the same. Both misses. Larry Dean brings it up court and gives it to Horton.
Horton will be at the point guard position for the Indians. Tay breaks the 2-point for the two players defending. Swanner pulls the three, and it's no good, and it'll head to the Indians.
An air ball on Swanner, but, he's got plenty of time.
Yep.
He's been here before. He's not worried about it.
No, he's not. It's 4-2, and the whistle has been blown. I tell you all, we have a good officiating crew tonight. The ball will be out of bounds on the Indians, and Marion will have possession.
The big man Aguilar up there, dribbling between his legs, and
he's working a little bit. Jalen Blackman will pull the three, and it's good.
Whoa, Jalen Blackman for three.
He's just a little bit fired up, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know who he was yelling at. I couldn't really tell if he knew somebody out there or not.
Yeah, he might be saying hi to the fans. Nice inside pass to Dean. Dean puts it up strong.
Hey, the Indians got to do that to stay tough.
They do.
J.K. from way back.
J.K. from
probably
down.
An ill-advised three there.
Yep, and it shot up is no good, and it'll go to the Indians. Anthony Horton will be at the point guard position for the Indians. He goes to Swanner. Swanner will go cross court to Skeens. Skeens will pull the three, and it's no good.
And it's, the Indians haven't warmed up for three yet.
Yeah, Indians have to start knocking down from the arc. Aguilar, nice pass inside.
And dunk from, I don't have a three.
Yeah, we don't have threes on here.
Yeah, we don't have threes.
I believe that was Howard, yep.
Okay.
Skeens pulls the three, and it's no good. It'll be tipped up out of bounds, and it'll go to the Indians.
So we saw our first dunk already. I wish the Indians could knock some of these threes down, but they'll warm up.
30-second timeout called by head coach James Reed. We'll be back in 30. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Miller's American Auto Body, 3233 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Welcome back to Friedenberg Court as we continue with the first quarter. Marion leads by 1. Swanner will take it from the baseline. He will try to go to Anthony Horton. It'll be a turnover on Mississinewa. Yes, yep. Oh.
Okay, charge call?
Yep.
Charge called on Marion.
Yep. There we go.
A big student sections for both squads tonight.
Yeah, that's huge.
The students know it's a big game. So does the fans of the communities. It's awesome here.
Yep.
Great atmosphere.
7 miles apart, playing for the biggest rival in Grant County. McClung gets inside to Dean. Dean works it around, and he'll kick it out to Horton. Horton will move it around to Skeens, goes to Dean. Dean goes to Horton. Horton thinks about it, pulls a 3. He tries to pull the 3, and it's swatted away by Marion.
JK takes it to the rack. It's good. He just muscled up to a fan.
Yep.
Macaroni and cheese just messed it.
He muscled up to Elijah Bounds, and that's one person you don't want to muscle up to.
Is laughing down there. That was so funny. The Indians are here.
Yeah.
We're keeping 8. They just scored. It's 8-9.
Shout out to the Gas City Police Department that got our doors out of the way.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, there's not a lot of seats.
Yep.
So we had some students standing in front of us by the rail on the upper deck, so we couldn't see, so we got helped out by a police officer.
Howard goes up. No, Howard goes up again.
Yeah, we just didn't have anybody underneath after Tay fell. Indians got to hang tough because Marion's out for blood right now.
Yes,
the JV game didn't go their way, and they're playing really, really hard. The Indians need to up their intensity also.
Swanner will pull the 3, and it is good. Hey, nothing but the nylon.
If anything's going to help, it's a bomb by Swanner to tie this thing up.
Yeah, like we talked about in the pregame show, you got to get Landon Swanner going from behind the arc.
Steal by Horton. Yeah, good call. Off Marion. Mississinewa retains possession. Marion fans hated that one.
Swanner goes to Dean.
I think Mississinewa's got to have really crisp and fast passes. They've got to be aware of who's open.
Horton goes up by himself. No gets his rebound, and he will try to go up. The ball will be loose, and there will be a jump ball.
It's going to be hard getting away from the ball from Gray Aguilar.
Yep.
Big football player. Missed a good part of the season along with J.K. Thomas due to the football playoffs in 3A. But they're back, and Marion's at full strength.
Marion continues to work it around. 3 minutes on the clock to play in the first quarter. Marion pulls the deep 3. And Jalen Blackman will put it down. And there is a timeout, Mississinewa.
I'm not real surprised. He's had 30 points a game or more in Indiana. He just is not afraid to shoot.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
got the green light from his dad, and he can shoot from anywhere. It looks like he chooses.
Yeah, if you're the Indians, that's one thing you have to stop. And we did talk about that in the pregame show. You have to keep him under 30, but you really have to keep him under as many as you can.
Yeah, and just, try to contain him, keep the rest of the team from hurting you, and hopefully he doesn't shoot a great percentage.
Yep.
And we got to make smart plays on our end and make our shots also. And we've got shooters too. We just need to knock them down.
Yep. Well, there was a full timeout called by Coach James Reed, and the team will make their way back to Friedenberg Court.
It's a loud gym here tonight.
Skeens goes to Swanner. Swanner will go sideline, go to Dean. Almost loses
Dean
control.
about lost it.
And Dean will step out of bounds, and it'll go to Marion.
Man. All right. Keep your focus, Indians. This is a crucial part of the game where you don't want to let it go. Keep it tight.
Nice pass by J.K. Thomas to get down low to Aguilar, and he puts it down and good.
Aguilar's a big boy down under, and he's real strong. He's going to be hard to move.
Yep. Swanner gets down low to McClung. McClung puts it up. No good, but there's a foul.
I really wanted Tay to throw that down. That would help the effort. But he got fouled, and if he knocks him down, that's just as good a play as a dunk.
Yep. McClung will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is no good.
You're not short on sound from the audience because there's a lot of people here.
Yeah, we had to turn down our background noise a little bit. It's getting a little loud on the headsets as well.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. Indians trail 12-16.
Okay, looks like Anthony Horton's playing a little deeper on Jalen. I think is a smart move for the Indians defense to try to make somebody else hurt you.
And the bucket is good, and there will be a foul. And that's not what the Indians wanted.
Fouls on the Indians 12, their game is first. Team first. Our big line, shoot 1. Big Gamble is line for the Indians.
Jimmy B has entered Friedenberg Court.
Okay.
Free throw up and good.
Is that Karan Howard? This is the number 3. Okay.
Okay.
Karan Howard knocks down the free throw. Campbell's in now for the Indians, and Yoder also.
Yoder gets down low to Dean. Dean puts it up. No, but there will be a foul.
Hey, good strong move inside.
Yeah.
Look, a giant hand got on his arm, and foul's called. It's crucial if these Indians hit these free throws early on, Ryan, because they really need to keep the deficit.
Yeah, well, free throw saves ball game.
Single digits. Just need to relax a little bit. Indians look a little nervous here on the line.
Tyler Sizemore will check in for the Indians.
Dean,
0 for 2 at the line.
Larry Dean couldn't knock any down here. I'm sure Reed's getting a little nervous about the free throw effort so far. Dean's got to hang tough. Remember what the JV did? Ryan's trying to look around people so he can see the game.
Yeah,
I'm doing the play-by-play of my partner Ryan here.
It's not noticeable that we're announcing the game, is it?
Yeah. There's a few seats here available here in the stadium.
Just a few.
Mac and Cheese getting ready to get it in bounds, a.k.a. J.K. Thomas. He's a specimen, though. He's so fast, strong, football player. He's pretty good on the basketball court also.
Jalen Blackman will pull the 2-point jumper, and it is no good.
I'm telling you, Ryan, he's not afraid to shoot it from anywhere. No. Whether it's a decent shot or not, he puts it up regardless.
And there will be a foul on J.K. Thomas.
A lot of fouls so far, Ryan. We just got to hit the Indians got to take advantage of these opportunities.
Yep.
And we have a referee, Anthony Horton's dad's in Indians gear on the sideline.
Yes, he is. Yeah, well, if you didn't catch the JV contest, great officiating by Jerry Saunders and Anthony Horton. And as we say that, J.K. Thomas.
The speed of J.K. was awesome, but he got a little bit of an arm up high.
Yeah, he did.
Into an Indian. Probably should have been called.
A floater by Horton is no good. McClung is there to
by Tay McClung. The Indians got to take advantage. Play good defense. Dre Aguilar. Gosh, big guy. Underneath. Number 10.
Campbell will go to Sizemore, goes back to Anthony Horton. 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. Campbell there for a save, 2-point jumper, and it's no good.
Nice rebound by Tate.
This ball is loose.
Just mishandled it down low. Oh. The referee kind of psyched us all out.
Yeah, he did. I was getting ready to say it was going to Marion.
I think he got some help, and it's Indian ball. Indians really need to take advantage here, Ryan. Yep. They really need to decrease this deficit so they can stay in the ball game. Marion has a lot of threats.
Skeens will pull the three, and it's no good. Dean will be there for the offensive rebound. Shot up, no. Gets his own rebound, shot up, good.
I give Dean a lot of credit for staying with it. Okay. Indians down by 7, Ryan, first quarter.
Yep. At the end of the first quarter, Indians 16, Giants 23. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we start the second half. Indians trail 16-23. Landon Swanner will take it out of bounds from the sideline. And, well, like you said, down over here in the block, got a little slippery. Now it's starting to come over here. A little bit too much sweat going on here.
Yep, when the players hit the floor, you got to clean that up or it's going to be hard traction for your basketball players.
Skeens will go to Campbell.
We got a lot of contact right now. We'll see how the refs are going to deal with that to keep
Campbell
it.
Will look, and it's a no shot. And J.K. Thomas will take it out of bounds from the sideline.
Okay. Mississinewa has got to bear down defensively and understand that Jalen could shoot it from anywhere, and J.K.
And like you said, that he does shoot it from anywhere, and he misses the downtown.
And he's not automatic, so I really think if the Indians put a hand in his face, play on him, it's going to make him work harder.
Yeah.
Tire him out.
Skeens will go to Dean, and it looks
Not
like steps out of bounds.
Luckily for the Indians, the lazy, just kind of the weak pass by
it looked
Heisman
like it was
didn't
going
hurt him.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be an Indian turnover, but Marion stepped out of bounds. Dean will pull the three in the corner, and it's good.
Hey, that's going to help the Indians with that three. It's a key three to keep them within 4.
J.K. Thomas waits in the wing, cuts inside, 2-point jumper, a little exaggeration. And
good deep by Heisman. Way to play J.K. tough.
Swanner, Dean. Dean will kick it out to the top of the key. Swanner falls, and he'll go to Dean. Dean down low, tries to go to McClung, and it slips right out of his hands. I tell you what, a nice pass to Dean to get down low to McClung. He just slips out of his hands.
Got a nice text from a viewer that's enjoying it from western part of the state.
At halftime, we will check the viewer ratings and how many people are watching from anywhere in any state and in county. So Coach Reed was a little mad, and the Indians will move on, and Marion will have possession.
I think defense is going to be key, Ryan, for the Indians to stay in this ball game. I think if they can, it'll be a close game.
And it's a turnover on Jalen Blackman.
Get in there.
Skeens will put it up, and
Nice
Jalen
take.
Blackman looked at his dad and said, well, Dad, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he acknowledged he made a mistake.
Yep.
And I think he knows it wasn't a foul. It was just a good play by Heisman. I think he wasn't expecting it from Heisman. But Heisman's quick and very athletic.
Yep. Heisman Skeens will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is good.
Free throws coming down.
It's a 3-point ball game. The second one is no good, and it stays with a 3-point ball game. Jalen Blackman will be the ball handler. Goes to J.K. Thomas. J.K. spin move up, no good.
I think J.K.'s trying to do a little too much inside. He's a great athlete, got great speed, but probably needs to get under a little bit more control.
Ball will go out of bounds on Marion.
Involve the other inside players into the ball game.
And the ball is loose, and it'll go to Marion. It'll go back to Mississinewa. The ball is loose.
It's a scrum on the floor.
I tell you what, we have 10 players on the ground, and it'll be a jump ball.
It's kind of like that Super Bowl commercial. That ball was going everywhere in that room. That's what it was like here, Fumbalaya. I don't know what's going on here. I think Matt Trexler, the refs, trying to get another guy in the ball game, getting Dre Aguilar back in. Smart move by Blackman.
Yep. Blackman will take it from the volleyball line, crosses the timeline. He will look cut inside, takes it up, and it is no good, but there's a foul. And Coach Reed says, how is that a foul? Coach Warner had to help Coach Reed a little bit there. And both teams are all fired up.
Hey, Ryan, I couldn't expect, this is what I expected.
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting. Great crowd. A lot of intense drama. Awesome, hey.
And it's a close ball game still.
Cheap entertainment, guys. $5 to catch an Indiana high school basketball game, and it's pretty good basketball action for you.
Swanner will be on the fast break, goes to McClung. McClung puts it up strong, and it's no good.
Nice strong move by Tay. I give him a lot of credit for trying to make something happen. He's got to hit these free throws. If he gets hot from the line, I think he's going to put up some points tonight because he's going to get fouled inside. They're not going to let Tay just have the open looks and open shots.
And Tay's first one is good. Second one is up and good.
Indians within 3, Ryan.
Yep.
Keep playing defense. I think they're starting to settle in.
J.K. Thomas will cross the timeline. He will move it around, 2-point jumper, and it's no good, and Tay McClung will bring down the board.
I think J.K. just pulled it a little too early.
And it'll be an Indian turnover, another dunk underway, and it's good.
Jalen Blackman just threw one down. Oh, my gosh, I don't think you want to knock him down. And Dre Aguilar goes all the way to the end, but misses the layup.
And even our superintendent says that was a travel. And they will call the foul. 2 dunks so far from the Giants.
I'm going to agree with Mr. McKenzie on that.
I will too. I will strongly agree with him on that one. Dre Aguilar will be at the line. Second one is up, and it is good.
Nice looking free throws by Dre Aguilar. Let's not get him on the line.
22-29. McClung goes to Swanner, goes to Sizemore in the corner, kicks it out, and it's another Indian
As
turnover.
Elvick Sizemore was ready for that pass.
And there's a foul, and it's
J.K. Thomas throws up a floater off the backboard.
And there will be a timeout. Mississinewa, full timeout, Mississinewa. This full timeout is brought to you by Summers Heating and Cooling, 614 East 4th Street in Marion. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the second quarter before halftime. 4:50 left to play. Indians trail 22-31.
Hope you didn't miss the gymnastics hijinks of the Mississinewa Indians cheer squad and the Marion Giants doing the flips and somersaults and all that good stuff. Ten-point lead for the Giants, Ryan. The Indians have to make a surge to end this half.
Sizemore looks, holds it, goes to Swanner. Swanner, 2-point jumper, no good. Heisman Schemes will be down there to bring down the board. He steps out of bounds.
I think the fans made that call. Heisman was close to the baseline.
Yeah, he was close.
And there was some contacts. I mean, might have been nudged over the line there.
22-32.
I couldn't see his feet by the masses that have attended this ball game.
Blackman will try the three. He'll try it again in the corner. No.
Oh, man. Of all James Blackman Sr.'s sons, Jalen looks a lot like his dad.
Yeah, he does.
Remember seeing his dad play in high school and looks just like him.
Rasheed Jones checks in for Marion.
I think Jones is only a freshman, 6'3". Yoder tried to battle Dre for the rebound, but to no avail. Dre's a big guy. It's almost got to play hard-nosed defense and create turnovers here and rebound.
Shout out to head wrestling coach and head football coach. Kurt Funk is in the house. He's getting his 3 semi-state players ready to wrestle in the upcoming days in
awesome.
semi-state. So good luck to his son, Kyler Funk, Andrew Cruz and Cortland Smith as they advance to the Fort Wayne semi-state.
And speaking of famous people in the house, we got Andrew Cruz and Kyler Funk in the student section. I'm going to give them a shout out during halftime.
Yoder
just
will
cold
miss it
from 3.
And the ball is ripped away by Anthony Horton.
Anthony Horton grabbed underneath and bumped. I think there should have been a foul call right on that. And then it leads to a turnover and a Jalen Blackman dunk, which probably should have been a foul called on the other end.
I tell you what, every fan in this house is upset if you're an Indian.
Tay, go in there strong.
And it go out of the hands.
Game's getting a little ugly right now.
J.K. Thomas.
Both teams probably need to settle down a little bit. James Reed is heated, trying to get his players going here. Off a Marion Giant hand, out of bounds, mid-court. I think Indians need to get it to Tay, have some strong inside presence.
Horton, and he will be fouled, and that is what the fans wanted. Every fan is fired up. And there could be more than one call here. Let's see.
There's got to settle down JK. JK has got a little bit emotional there, but I think he control. I mean, after the initial reaction, I think he's controlled it. So that's probably a good choice by the refs just to talk to him. And they did call tech, didn't they? I didn't know they called a tech,
and the officials will head to the scores table to wrap the scores table out here with this call. Anthony Horton will go up, and it's no good.
Anthony Horton's got another chance. Needs to really knock us down. Indians need to keep fighting. Take advantage of this.
Second one will go up, and it rolls in and out.
Oh, double technical.
Yep, double
Jalen missed his.
Did he miss?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Made that one, though. Frustration on both sides.
Yep.
It's probably good to stop play a little bit, let everybody regenerate what they need to do, reset the emotions, and get back to playing smart, control basketball, both teams. The Indians are going to have to really play really hard to end this half because they're down by 13.
Down 13 points.
JK was looking for the coach to give him a set to run.
And it'll be
Good
almost a
hands by
tip out of
Yoder.
bounds by Colin Yoder. Good defense by Colin Yoder.
Great
Aguilar will push it through, and yes, sir.
Aguilar's not arguing. He just, his size and his strength, he bowled the Indian over.
I tell you what, both sides on the Marion side and Mississinewa side is all fired up. 22-35. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to play before halftime.
We have a lot of fans standing besides the student section. I couldn't see what happened there. We're right behind the student section of Marion. I couldn't really see.
Yeah, I couldn't see either.
called on the Indians. That's all I know. JK quarterbacking the defense or the offense here for Marion.
JK puts it up. No. Swanner on running, pushing the tempo. Yoder up. No good.
Man, Mississinewa was just not having a lot of luck inside. Misses a couple layups, and just hopefully they can get hot. And Reed, who threw the jacket?
No, it was a towel. Oh. We got a wet spot.
Reed threw his sports jacket. And that's the first time I've seen, them clean the floor on that end.
Yeah, on that end. Here we had it once.
We need to give it a good, maybe a good mopping at halftime. I don't know. I'm not running the facilities.
Blackman puts it up. No.
Good hands by Tay.
Yep.
Good rebound. Indians got a really.
Swanner will go to Campbell. Campbell will pull the three. No, and there is a foul.
It's on the Indians. I thought it was on Marion. I could see Tay's reaction, and
no, it's on Colin Yoder.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's on number 11, Colin Yoder.
I really didn't see Ryan, but it's a critical point. We got to stop the bleeding here.
Miles first at one is good. Second one is good.
Tay's frustrated. Hopefully he can knock these free throws down. Tay's got the kind of talent. He can make some.
Yep.
Make a good push to make it a tight game.
First one is good. Second one is no good. Blackman will cross the timeline. Works it around to the freshman.
Indians still down by 14. Really need to start cutting into that lead.
Yep. The ball will head to the Indian side. 1:31 left to play in the second quarter. Skeens will go to Swanner. Swanner will go to Sizemore. Sizemore will pull the three, and it's good.
Sizemore. Big three, let's go. Only 11 here, Ryan. If they get another turnover, make a couple more baskets, they could really dip down in that lead.
Shot up, no good.
Nice move by Blackman, but to no avail.
Foul, yep. Fouls on ball for his second, team's 10th. Tay McClung will be at the line for 2 shots. Second one is up and no good, and it'll be out of. Oh, I thought it was going to out of bounds.
I thought it was out of bounds.
Yeah, me too. It'll be a jump ball
on Marion, but I couldn't see.
Jump ball is Mississinewa.
Okay.
Jump ball, and it'll stay and go to Mississinewa.
Mississinewa really needs to take advantage of this with less than a minute to play. They need to try to make a good play and get a decent shot. give them some confidence going into halftime.
Skeens will dish it off to Sizemore. Sizemore will go to Swanner. Swanner will look, bounce pass to McClung. McClung sideline or baseline. Sizemore to Skeens. Skeens goes back to Sizemore. Sizemore thinks about it. No.
Marion's really playing some tough defense. They really don't want Mississinewa to get a good shot off. Mishandled by Campbell. We'll see what
Indians
happens.
will try to hold for one, and here comes another dunk. Nope, it was a clean layup by Blackman.
I can see where he scores 30 a game. He finds a way. He has a nose for the offense. And
A nice pass inside to McClung. Loses control, sticks with it, puts it up, no good.
I'd like to see more Indians crash the board there.
Yep.
Tay was 1 against 5.
Blackman will put it up, and it's good.
Hey, get across the line, guys. Let's go. Try to get a shot.
At the halftime break, Indians 26, Giants 41. We'll be back after halftime. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to start the second half. JK will take it from the sideline. And, of course, he will go to Jalen Blackman. Blackman will cross the timeline. Blackman will lob it to Howard, and it's no good.
And Mississinewa needs to capitalize on these turnovers. I mean, Marion has a high-powered offense, and they make a lot of mistakes. Mississinewa just needs to capitalize on them. Like that situation, you got to score on these.
Yep, another Marion Giant turnover.
And I don't really feel like Mississinewa really feels like they're in a flow right now to know what they want to do.
Skeens is close to get his own rebound. J.K. Thomas out and running. Layup good.
That's just crazy. Crazy good.
Yep.
A lot of athleticism on J.K. And I just
McClung puts it up. He is getting hacked.
I think you've got to call a foul on that when he loses the ball and he gets his hands hit. His arms hit.
Bucket is good. And Giants will extend their lead to 45-26. And it'll be another Indian turnover. J.K. Thomas up, good.
J.K. is just really going like an Energizer bunny.
McClung, and he is finally called on the foul. He finally gets what he was asking for a possession ago. McClung will be at the line for 2 shots.
McClung just needs to drain these free throws whenever he gets opportunity. He hadn't had a real good percentage tonight yet. But he needs to knock these down and collect himself.
Free throw up, no, and Marion will head to their side.
He's just got to relax and try to calm down. He's just really frustrated and upset right now. And just Mississinewa's just got to capitalize on the missed shots of Marion.
Hortonless double team. He breaks it, takes it behind the back to McClung. McClung puts it up, no, and those are what you have to finish.
It's not a lot of luck on our end missing those inside baskets.
Swanner to McClung, McClung to Skeens. It'll be tipped. Skeens will go to Swanner for 3, and it's good.
We need about 6 more of those. Let's go. Hey, good. Hey, yep. I'm glad Anthony didn't show any emotion. He just let the ball go out of bounds. He was confident. It wasn't on him. So let's see if Mississinewa can capitalize on another Marion turnover, which there's been quite a few. Don't have the exact stats on that, but now that is a reach in, but luckily it went to Mississinewa. Horton's going to have pressure from 2 guards. I just really don't think Mississinewa really knows what the go-to person is right now.
Swanner step back, and it's swatted away. It'll go to Marion. J.K. Thomas will go up, and it is
good. No call by the refs. It's kind of an inadvertent turnover there. So D'Angelo Jones comes in for a Marion player.
Horton will go to Skeens. Skeens will look, cross the timeline, go to McClung, go to Dean. Dean puts it up, no, and gets his own rebound, put it up, good.
Hey, nice toughness by Dean. That's the second time tonight Dean's fought hard and kept fighting and kept making good attempts to score.
Marion looks away to get inside, finds the lane, shot up, jumper good.
Little teardrop bank by the freshman, Rasheed Jones.
McClung will go cross court to Skeens, a too hard of a throw, and it's a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and it'll go to Marion.
I know Coach Reed's probably getting pretty frustrated, probably not sure what is going to work for the Indians to make a run at this game. I haven't seen Aguilar much. Marion hasn't put him in a whole lot this third quarter so far. JK's trying to draw some defense, set the offense up here.
Yep.
Marion's got a lot of height.
And it'll send Howard to the line. Full timeout, Mississinewa. This full timeout is brought to you by Via Credit Union. Proud to support Mississinewa Athletics. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the third quarter. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Indians trail 31-53.
Like Howard for Marion's to the line. I wasn't sure what the reason that early tech was, but it was, you know, the rumor had it that it was dunks during the warm-ups.
Okay.
They got him the technical, and I'm not sure what part of the warm-ups constitutes a technical foul.
Okay.
But that's what I heard. I don't know if that's not an official reason for
Well, that's
the
when the
technical,
research will come in.
Yeah. I like throwing out rumors, unsubstantiated rumors here on the TribeTV Sports Network.
Blackman will work it. He'll pull the three, and it is good.
Oh my goodness! There's a lot of showmanship here. Did a 360 spin, checked the crowd out, and Mississinewa's in after he nailed that three.
Dean will throw it away, and it'll go to Marion.
Howard showing his ball handling skills. Back to Blackman. He's just shoot anything. If he gets the ball, he'll shoot it from anywhere.
Horton goes
to the
up.
rack.
No.
That is a goaltending. I think someone who's visually impaired could tell that.
Yes.
That was high on the glass coming down.
Yeah, it was. James Black or Jalen Blackman will be at the point guard position for Marion. And it'll be a corner three from Marion, and it's good. Rasheed Jones, the 6'3" guard, which is a freshman. Swanner, three, no.
Out to JK from Jalen. It's good. Oh, my goodness. JK's having some fun with some fans. JK's a heck of a football player for the Marion Giants. I saw him play a few games this season. Heck of an athlete, very fast, good quarterback. Not a bad basketball player.
First one is good, and that'd be the one and only. Skeens goes to Horton. Horton will take it by himself, shot up good.
At this point, it looks like Marion's calling off the Dogs defensively. They're just letting, Mississinewa do what they need to do, but Mississinewa needs to just play really strong defense and take advantage of the turnovers because Marion's going to make them.
Blackman for three, and it's good.
I can't believe he shot that. I'm just kidding. He's wide open.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. I should have tonight, but
yeah,
I'd be interested to see what Jalen has. He's got a lot of points. So those of you at home that's kept track of Jalen's points, send me a text. I'm not going to put my phone number out there on the interwebs, but some people who are listening know my phone number. Let me know if you know how many Jalen Blackman has.
And it'll be a Marion turnover.
Larry Dean needs to see Tay.
Tay wide open. He waits. He ducks, puts it up, and there will be a foul.
I was wanting to see a throwdown by Tay McClung. So the Indians trail by 28, if my math's correct.
And the first one is good from McClung.
Looks like we have some new subscribers to the YouTube channel for MCSC Athletics.
32nd timeout, Marion. This 32nd timeout is brought to you by Marion General Hospital, 44-1 North Wabash Avenue, and well, in Marion. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the third quarter.
If you're a Mississinewa fan, you're a little disappointed. If you're a Marion fan, you're ecstatic from what you're seeing. An offensive show for the Marion Giants. Jones is setting up the offense.
Shot up, no, but there's a foul.
See frustration on the Mississinewa Indians' faces. I'm not sure they feel like there's anything they can do at this point to make it a game, but I think they can still make some positives in this last quarter. Maybe they can make some adjustments, give them some confidence going into the next game. All right, who's Mississinewa got next? Frankton?
Frankton.
At home?
Yep, Friday.
Frankton's a really good 1A, or I think 2A school.
Yep.
And having a really good year.
Shot up, good by Horton.
41-65 Giants.
A deep pass and a dunk. No good. But the shot up is good. Howard will be at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. J.K. Thomas for three, no good. Tyler Sizemore will check in for the Indians. A deep three is no good. Larry Dean will bring down the board, and there will be a foul.
A lot of these guards on the outside for the Giants seem to have the green light all night long. Well, you think the score is lopsided here, but they really haven't hit. I mean, they've hit a lot of threes, but they've missed a bunch also. Really, Marion's done a pretty good job closing in on Tay and Larry Dean and any of the inside players with the Indians.
Yeah.
They've sent three kids under really quick to close out on the people. So it's been really difficult for them to get clean shots.
Fouls will be on Jones, so the Indians will head to the line.
Larry Dean with a good free throw. And Seth Kashanik with a Reese Cup. One of our crew members here at TribeTV is enjoying a Reese Cup.
Yeah, a shout out to the TribeTV crew that's here tonight. Seth Kashanik, Gage Smith, and Kyler Funk, and I can't remember who else is here tonight. There's so many. We got a full crew tonight, and as always, thank you to Mr. Brooks Holloway.
That was a Euro step if I've ever seen one, but it's out of bounds.
30-second timeout. Marion, this 30-second timeout is brought to you by Nicholson Realty, 121 North 3rd Street in Gas City, 765-674-6923. Welcome back to Gas City as we, continue the rest of the 3 seconds that are left in the third quarter. A three underway from Blackman, and it is good. And that's the way the third quarter will end. On the State Farm Agent Dennis Road scoreboard, Indians 42, Giants 70. Welcome back to Gas City as we start the final and 8 minutes left here on Freedomburg Court. Indians trail 42-70. Swanner will pull the three, and it is good.
Swanner drains a three. He really hasn't got a lot of threes up tonight. Maybe, I think he's attempted 3 or 4 and made 2.
A turnover on J.K. Thomas will put Swanner shot up, and it's no good. Blackman puts it up and good.
Like Tay may not want to draw another foul, so he let Jalen go right in.
Horton puts it up, no good.
So a lot of people are forcing the issue here. And Tay McClung with the foul. And 1.
Horton shot up is good. And there will be a foul.
I'm going to try to appeal the crowd for famous people again. Trying to see some local celebrities. I'm obviously missing them because there are a lot of people here tonight.
Local celebrities. And there will be a travel on Marion.
They've been too fast for anybody to catch up with on that one. I don't know. I think Coach Blackman was in agreement with that call.
Swanner goes to Skeens in the corner for 3, and it's tipped, and it's no good, but there will be a foul.
Suffering succotash. Pulling out the Bugs Bunny cuss words, I guess.
Skeens' first is up, and it's no good. Second one is good.
Heisman drains 2 free throws to cut it to 20. Now, I mean, in all seriousness, Ryan, you know, Mississinewa is in the same sectional as Marion, so it's going to mean Mississinewa is going to have to up their play. And
yeah, you know, sectional 23, they have a chance to meet each other again, whichever, you know, if it's the first one, second round or the championship round, they have a chance to meet them again.
Yeah, and it's a tough sectional.
And there will be a block.
I don't think it's going to be easy for Marion either. It's a tough sectional with Norwell, Heritage, and Belmont. And as usual, the high school season's flown by. We're already almost mid-February.
I know it's
crazy.
It's technically already baseball season for some teams, Indiana Wesleyan and Taylor. So
Rashid Jones for 3. 77-52.
Anthony Horton will knock down the 3.
Hold that thought at 77-55. Horton just drained the three.
JK will put it up, and it's good. And Horton will be fouled.
Either by Aguilar or by JK. I couldn't really tell.
And there is a technical.
Is that on Aguilar?
On
Looks
Aguilar,
like it was.
yep.
I don't know. Whatever he said, it was quiet, but he must have said something directly to the ref.
And there is a technical on Marion that would go against Dre Aguilar. And Friedenberg Court is fired up.
The ref's explained himself to the Marion bench. Take advantage of these free throws. Gosh, I just feel like tonight Mississinewa's had some kind of a lid on the rim. I mean, nothing's really fallen for them.
Yeah.
I think their free throw percentage may be under 50 tonight. I don't know. Maybe a hair over. Percent, that is. But Swanner just, I just reverse jinxed Swanner, so he just knocked 2 down, so that was awesome. 5.5 to play. Mississinewa's down by 22. Mississinewa probably will hit their average, and Marion will exceed their average on offense.
There will be a travel.
On the fancy footwork, they called the travel.
Yeah.
Man, Cade's fast. He got down the court so quick. I'd like to see him and JK race in 40, but it'd be pretty close.
And there will be a foul. And Coach Reed is questioning the official's call. And Coach Reed kept it calm.
I wonder if Rashid Jones is Reggie Jones' brother. Reggie won the 3A state title a few years back, and I mean, I don't know, could be his brother.
The theories keep on coming out of your head.
A talented freshman starting or playing for the Marion Giants, a lot of minutes in varsity. It's pretty impressive.
Horton floater up, and it is no good. And J.K. Thomas will march to their side.
Man, J.K. just dribbling through traffic, slowing it down, running the offense. Who knows where Jalen will shoot it from?
Well, Jalen will put it up for the dunk.
And he threw it down again.
Anthony Horton for 3.
Horton says, who cares, I can drop the 3. Reed is frustrated. He could have his own team and what he wants them to do defensively.
Bounce pass inside for Marion, and they'll force it to kick it out. J.K. Thomas puts it up. No. Thomas puts it up again, and it's good.
Got a gift.
And there will be a full timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Meyer. 38-20 Southwestern Avenue, and Marion will be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Needs Basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the fourth and final quarter here at Friedenberg Court. 3:42 left to play. Indians 60, Giants 85.
Well, Ryan, I hate to say this, but Marion's probably going to be one of the favorites in the 3A tournament from what I've seen. I mean, Culver Academy's won the 3A state title last year. And they beat Newcastle. Newcastle was really good, but Culver won the 3A state.
They're strong and fast.
Yeah. Culver will be formidable, and Culver plays teams out of state and plays in tournaments around Chicago and places like that. So they have a little different schedule than Marion does, but nonetheless, it'll be a tough state run if Marion can get through the sectional, but they've got a lot of talent.
And a three by Jalen Blackman.
Sorry. Just the antics of Blackman after a shot. It's funny.
Fouls on Giant, 5. This Herrera is first. Team 9. Tyler Sizemore returns live for the Indians. Ladies 1 line shooting 1 bonus.
All right, Swanner, see if he can change the fortunes of the Mississinewa free throw woes this evening. He's hit quite a few tonight. He's had pretty good luck at the line. Hopefully the Indians can keep Marion from the Hundy up there on the scoreboard. Jalen Blackman still in the ball game with a 66-point lead for Marion. Indians ball. See what the Indians can do in 2 minutes to make something crazy happen.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to play. Swanner will take it from the baseline. Horton to Yoder. Yoder in the corner for 3, and it's no good.
I was hoping he'd hit that. I was going to do Yelehi-hoo on the 3, but haven't been able to do that yet this evening.
Shot up good.
Horton, boom. Horton just dropped a bomb from way back, almost to the volleyball line.
Yep. A college basketball update. The Kentucky Wildcats defeat University of South Carolina 76-48.
Referee Horton loves the call. I mean, he's giving his son some credit. My bad. Like a lot of the fans are filing out at this point. We've got 53 to play, and there's a lot of people checking out, trying to get a lead on the traffic coming out of the packed basketball gym this evening. Well, the scary thing is, Ryan, Jalen Blackman's got 2 more years of high school basketball eligibility. It could get real nasty when he's a senior.
Yeah.
He could be putting up 50 a game.
And there will be a foul.
Thinks Jalen's done for the night. He comes off the court.
Sizemore hits it.
I think we're going to keep Marion from the Hundy. It's only 91, 44 seconds left. Sizemore hits 1 of 2 on the free throw line. We'll see what happens here. Sean McClung's in. So is Gokenauer for the Indians.
.24 seconds to play in regulation.
I love Jashawn's hair. I was hoping he'd hit the floor tonight.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the game. Indians take the loss on Friedenberg Court, 66-91. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in for tonight's game. For myself and Ian Van Winkle, have a pleasant evening.